Yeah.
Crap.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, 2 people have said there's no sound. Well, I have levels on her, but... I'm just gonna play our video until we fix it. What? I mean, if there's no audio coming through the stream at all, it's gonna just be another dead audio track. I'm not sure what's wrong.
Options. That's playing, no? No, this is just my levels. Yeah, you have the video.
Yeah.
And here, no sound. Okay. Do you want me to disconnect this and connect the Yeti?
Oh, fix it. Wait, is there a microphone over here that's plugged in? Why? Where is it coming from?
Hi, Claire. Let's just plug in a Yeti for now.
Claire, tell me if this gets really loud.
Okay. Then it's the computer audio.
Why is the computer audio?
Turn it off.
But it's like the last big hump with that, and then it's like smooth sailing until she's 18.
They can hear you now because the Yeti's on.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
So
yeah,
Don't
just
make
turned
any butt jokes, okay?
great. Did it just turn on?
Yeah, it just turned on.
Okay, great.
The light wasn't on.
Should I take this off?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm like over here talking about inappropriate things.
Unsurprising.
Where are you? Come on. There we go.
No, it was the light just popped on. So I see it.
I'm just gonna put this here.
What? Does that sound okay? Okay.
Okay, how about now?
Okay.
Can we start again?
Take two.
Take two. We're back.
Hey guys.
We sound this time.
Yeah, we just plugged in the Yeti. Let us know if it sounds good or not, and I could maybe move it closer or whatever. We'll figure it out. I'm just gonna start all over. Just rewind.
Rewind.
Hey, what's up? It's episode 40 of Signal Boost. I'm Jessie Sprocket, the communications director here at The Generator.
I'm Alicia Dynamic, and I'm the education manager here at the Generator.
And our awesome guest.
Hello, I'm Sarah Sperber. I'm the CEO of Rogueworks and the producer of #Millennial.
And now I know to say it right. So.
Hashtag.
#Millennial.
We
Okay.
should just go right into
Yeah,
the
we'll just do it. We're just going with it. Tell us all about Millennial. What is #Millennial?
#Millennial is a Cirque style parody of the raddest generation. So it's basically a series of vignettes that are Cirque style, but there's like a whole lot of pop culture references mixed in there. All the vignettes are kind of like introduced by these little video clips of like nostalgic things from our upbringing. Also by our awesome hostess with the mostest, Miss Aspen Meadows. She's like a Reno icon, drag queen.
She's amazing.
You may know her from Drag Queen Storytime at Reno Punk Rock Flea Market.
Yeah, I heard she's doing that again. She's really excited about it.
Yes.
Yeah, Aspen gets a lot of love everywhere. So she's the hostess. She also has a big Britney Spears number, without giving too much away, but it's like apparently every drag queen's dream, also every like, you know, teenage girl in the 2000s dream, like Britney Spears number with backup dancers. So
Yeah, if she ever like, you know, God forbid, gets injured or needs
that can't happen.
How are you gonna do?
No, dude, I could not, but I want to. I want
That
to.
death drop though,
Amazing,
like I don't know, all the drag queens do it, and I'm like, no, the knees.
I really want to learn how, but yes, I'm terrified.
There's a technique.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
I'm already really like crickly, you know, like I make a lot of popping sounds. So
Aging's so fun.
yeah, so I'm constantly afraid. I'm like, you just jump up and then you're like, right
There's
on your
something
joints.
they do where they like bend one knee. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah,
you can see it in the show.
There's
Maybe
a way to
Aspen
not
can
totally
teach.
fuck yourself up, but there's a lot of ways to fuck yourself up.
Probably.
Yeah, if
true.
Aspen, I will pay you to teach me to death drop.
I know her
serious.
Venmo. I'll share. Yeah.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah. So we run every Friday night at the theater, which I don't know if you guys remember it being the TMCC performing arts venue. I don't either. I guess at one point it was a brothel. At one point it was a movie theater. It's been through many iterations. Now it's been totally rehabbed and it's like this gorgeous but intimate theater.
Would you call it black box?
Yeah, kind of.
Whatever.
I mean, it's like 3-sided, so it's not like total box. But yeah, so Kevin and Caruso, they're like these illusionists. They've been all over the world with their show Magique, which runs Saturdays. They kind of took it upon themselves to rehab it and make it so cool. Yeah, it's so cool.
I love that.
So
I
when-
heard that show's really sick.
It's amazing. It's cool, yeah. And it's also really good for all ages, which our show isn't. But anyway, yeah, so we love being there. We love, COVID hit and it was really a hard time for everyone in the entertainment industry. Obviously, we were included in that, first industry to be cut off, last industry to be kind of like welcomed back. So that was challenging. And with that, like the casinos, because they're all like corporate and stuff, like kind of like getting back into that world, which is kind of where we came from, had its own set of challenges. So when this theater kind of opened, it was like we were already up and building this show. We didn't know where it was going to go. We envisioned it at a lot of different places. I was like, we're making it. Like, we're tired of being like, on the bench waiting.
Just start making moves.
Yeah,
and
we're
they'll
like, we're
fall
gonna
into
build it.
place.
What's the worst that can happen? Like, we have to go do like a night here, a night there, and like, it went through so many evolutions. And then when I heard about the theater and met with Kevin, I was like, yes, like we have a home, and like not only like a home, but like a beautiful home with like these world-renowned people that do this and like know this and like they want this too. So I don't know, I just feel like they're like
That's
such
awesome.
good heart people.
Yeah.
Let's kind of make it like so much better on the production side too. If the alternative could have been like
Like a
moving
dive
it
bar.
around or
Yeah,
places that
It'd be kind of
feel
dope in a dive
right.
bar too.
Right? Like it
Yeah,
kind of
that's
has
true.
like that Reno divey like
Mhm.
vibe, but I don't know. I hope that we exceed that. I do.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we have just a little bit more about the show. We have all kinds of cirque. We have contortion, we have juggling, we even have like an LED acrobatic roller skater. Were you guys there the night he didn't have the vest? Did he light up that night? We had one night where the vest malfunctioned, and by
Yeah, I
No,
think
you
so,
know what?
yeah.
I think it wasn't because I did see it because I came another time and I saw the vest and then you're right, it wasn't.
He came out, I sing in that number, I'm singing, and I look over, and there's, like, no lights, and I'm like, what the fuck happened? Just keep singing. Like, then I got in the back, I'm like, did the vest break? Like, this vest drama, but no, he left it charging. I'm like, thank God.
Nice.
It's just, like, a one-time problem. But, yeah.
That is something I would do. Just, like, completely forget the main prop and be
Right.
like, I was on the charger.
It's charging,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, so kind of like variety show, a lot of high energy dance numbers, really talented dance, live vocals, which is me, and we have one other girl who sings. I'm trying to think. I'm like, here, I have these rap
the
cards.
breadth of like
Let's
No,
see.
that's, I
the
mean, you nailed
variety
it.
of
Light up
talent that
stuff,
you guys
aerial.
have is amazing.
There's more than 15 specialty acts, so I'm sorry if I'm not like listing them.
Oh, no, don't list them all. People
Yeah.
need to just go.
Just count.
Yeah,
and it's
Just
kind
count.
of, it's definitely like,
It's amazing.
it's definitely a little campy, a little raunchy.
Yeah.
So be prepared.
PG-13 is what we're saying.
Yeah.
I will say I loved how many like older moms were there and were just like trashed. I'm like, get it, girl. Like, you know, with your friends and like loving it. Because there are definitely a lot of attractive people and that like in the cast and
Yeah.
like they're really playing to it, you know, and I feel like it's like it's a whole vibe. It's a whole
Yeah, we
vibe
had
for
a
the
woman
moms.
get trashed. We'll just call it what it was. She was inebriated. She literally fell out of her seat into the aisle, like dress up, like full on, just laying there. And
Oh my
Aspen
God.
just handled it like such a champ. Like
I'm sure she's used to that
she
kind of
made it
behavior.
so
Wild.
funny though. Like everything that came out of her mouth around what had just like happened. Like there's a woman laying on the stage passed out, and it was just I've never laughed harder.
Nice.
So anywho,
That's kind of amazing.
expect the unexpected.
Yeah,
if we're going
yes.
live.
Yeah.
So how did it come into being? Because you were saying before you were just already doing it. Is it just like you and a few friends just started making it happen?
Well, I mean, a lot of us, probably half the cast has extensive like casino production background. That's kind of like where we left off in the before times. And so I think, you know, a lot of artists, we were just really hungry. I was like, if we don't do something soon, if somebody doesn't tell me I'm talented and pretty soon, like I'm gonna have a meltdown.
No, fair.
But in all seriousness, like I think it was just kind of like, okay, like movie theaters are open, like people are riding buses, people are gathering, but like we have no place, so like we need to be ready so that when we do have a place, like we'll be ready. So I think you guys know like the Potentialist workshop. We're members there, and we kind of started doing rehearsals there. At one point we're like, oh, we get one night a month here, maybe we'll do something, maybe it'll just be like a 90s night, and like we started building little like things, thinking it could be kind of like an interactive, like you go to see DJs and hear music, but then there's like little flash mobs and like little activations, and then you know, me being me and having the background that I do, I was like, no, like I want to build a show, like I want to keep doing what we were doing, and so like it just kind of snowballed. And
How many of the acts were just your creative direction?
well, I mean, like I wrote the show, so like the layout, all the videos, like all the songs, like that was all me, but I had myself and 2 other choreographers that actually did the dance numbers. So
That's really dope, though. I mean, that's a ton of work and creative ideas and stuff that you did that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm super impressed, and also,
Thanks.
I want to do that. I want to make a show.
Right?
That sounds so cool.
yeah, and I don't know, I honestly just feel like the luckiest person in the world, because like it was and continues to be like such uncertain times for this industry, and like the fact that like 11 other people were like, yeah, I'm gonna like put hundreds of hours of my life into this and not know if it's gonna happen, if it'll ever make it to a stage, if I'll ever get paid, if I'll ever, like, sure, yeah, that sounds great. And these aren't just like, you know, Joe Schmo that like thinks he can dance. Like these are people that have had a lot of like professional casino work, and like a lot of people, even some of these people are like gonna be leaving and going off on like traveling shows and Ringling Brothers after, now that these things are back open. So like I feel like it was just this very special moment in time where like we were all here and all hungry, and like I had this idea, and like I just had like the right people that just kind of like gravitated, and so I just feel super lucky.
That's kind of the magic of COVID, though. Like, it forced the pause, right? And then it made a lot of us be able to have the space to, like, do things together that we wouldn't have been able to do.
Yeah.
So dope.
It's like, oh, you want it? Like, how bad? Bad enough to wait 2.5 years to make it? Like, prove it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So how many months has it been running now?
We opened in January, like, beginning of January, and now we're finishing out our 3rd month. So, yeah.
Is it gonna go for longer?
Yeah, we're gonna run through May.
Sweet, that's really good.
5 months, I know. Like, independent, like, no casino, no, like, backing. Every month
awesome.
I'm like,
Okay.
all right, we're gonna get through it, but it just keeps happening.
Yeah, and it's
awesome.
Fridays only, just Friday
Fridays
nights.
only, yep.
It took me a while to figure that out. I was like, whatever, I'll just get the Sunday show. Everyone's like, no, dude,
No.
it's just one night a week. I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, well, because we're in there Fridays, and then Kevin and Caruso have their show on Saturdays, and then that space functions as a rental house all the other days of the week. So,
Cool.
you know, when we move out, there will be Friday nights open, and I don't want to give too much away. We do have an audition coming up at the end of the month, though, for another similar but different project.
ooh.
Yeah, so we'll be back for more, but I don't want to talk too much about that.
But if people want to audition for a Cirque type thing.
Yeah, if you do want to audition, you should check our Instagram. I don't have the date in front of me.
Should
It's
go
not
to
this
the
Saturday,
show
it's
first.
the following. Yeah, you should come see the show and see what it's like, though, because, like, I've had people ask, like, oh, I do aerial silks or I do steer wheel, like, what should I bring to the audition? And I'm like, well, first come see, because, like, there's literally not one person in this cast who does one thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a small cast, and it's 73
Yeah, it's
minutes
incredible
of...
how they all have so many
It's
diverse
insane. It's
Yeah.
total, like,
skill sets.
But, like,
It is
really, how
bonkers.
fast can you get naked? Because it's like, how fast can you change your clothes? Like, that's, like, the number one skill we look for. No, I'm just kidding.
that's what I kept thinking the whole time. I was like, there's a lot of costume changes.
Yeah,
it's,
so
it's
many.
a lot.
the initial interview was just take off an outfit, put on an outfit.
Yeah.
We'll
like,
call-
we don't even,
don't call
yeah,
us, we'll
we
call
don't
you.
even want to see your talent until we know how quick you can get your clothes off. And back on.
And back on
Yeah,
that.
and then repeat. No, I'm just kidding.
So where they're stretchy.
But yeah, so check us out on Instagram at rogue_works with an X.
It's in the bottom of the
KS
screen,
was
too.
taken. I'm sorry.
X is fine.
X is cool.
It's really edgy, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, we're always looking for creative people, and not just like talent, but like if you know how to sew costumes or run lights or edit videos or music, like
Cool. I was gonna ask you because I have a lot of seamstress, costume designer friends, and I was like, I don't know, maybe not super fancy.
yeah. So the
well-made
next
things.
show, okay, I'll just say it. The next show that we're
Don't
working
reveal.
in-
Don't
well,
reveal.
No, I'm not gonna reveal. I'm not gonna say too much, but it will be with Millennial. We got really lucky. We got away with like Millennial things, like jeans and tie dyes and whatever we could find, and like our certain costumes that we have from all of our other work. But the next thing that we're looking at building is very ornate and costume heavy, and it's gonna take a lot of hands.
Kay, I feel like Kay needs to get in on it.
Hit me up.
Yeah.
Hit me on my beeper, Millennial.
Yeah. Hashtag millennial.
Hashtag. Just bury me in it. Anyway.
Okay, so the other thing I was gonna say, if people want to come to the show, they can get tickets at
Millennialshow.com. Wait, sorry. Millennialshowreno.com.
Okay.
Millennial, FYI, it has 2 L's and 2 N's. I've seen a lot of creative spellers in Reno
It's
lately.
tough. It's tough.
2 L's, 2 N's, people. Millennial.
I spell it wrong every single time. There you go. And how much are tickets?
So they're tiered, starting at 30, and then they go up from there. There's I think they're 40 for front row. You can do the back row VIP lounge, which is like this cool like back row. It has its own little like bar and like comfy velvet chairs. Those are 50, and then if you want the VIP box seats, which come with bottle service champagne, they're 75 a ticket, but you buy them in a pair. I learned that really quick after the first week. It was like strangers sharing a box seat, and I was like, oh, gotta sell those as a pair. But yeah, so those are 75 a ticket, but you buy them as a pair, so it's 150. But it comes with champagne.
Yeah, super dope. It's a really fun Friday night. Bring your mom or your partner or, whomever.
Prepare to laugh. I feel like it's mostly a comedy show. There just happens to be like an insane amount of talent.
It's
Yeah,
Cirque stuff.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, and everyone's beautiful, which is a plus,
They're
you
really
know?
pretty. Not me right now, but I thought this was a radio show, by the way.
That happens a lot. We need to like have a disclaimer. I'm sorry.
I would have worn like a show outfit for you all, but
You're
sorry.
great. We're all
Rolled up really
just
close.
comfy today.
Yeah, comfy. It's not Friday.
It's not Friday.
I was gonna. I
But
wanted
you'll be
to.
soon. Get your ticket.
It's true. Get your ticket. I wanted to ask you all these questions about being a mom and also your real estate agent. Like what? There's like a lot of different things about you.
Yeah.
But we're already running late, so we're just gonna
Okay, well,
we're gonna only focus on millennial, and we're just gonna have
follow
you
up
back.
with me later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks
I
for
think you're
having me.
Yeah, totally. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Come back next time and talk about all the other amazing aspects of who you are as a human.
Sweet. Okay. All right.
Cool.
So I just
Yeah.
exit
Yeah,
stage left.
yeah, you just
Okay,
go.
great.
Thank you so much.
Bye. I can leave these on the
Yes, leave them up front.
Okay.
Everyone, millennial on Friday.
Millennial Show Reno.
You can also just leave them right there. We just have them.
Like spelling them.
She brought flyers.
Throw them.
No, I did.
Give them to all of Disney.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
can we get on Disney next?
Yeah.
Stellar.
You should take them out. Yeah.
And they
You're like,
take
hey.
yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like
Put it at the
after
craft-
I walked in front of their camera, they weren't impressed with me.
It's fine.
I'm
They
sure
get
they've
over
already
it.
forgotten.
Yeah, they get over it real fast. Just go put it on the crafts table, the craft food services table.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah.
Right
Just put a
here.
few. Yeah. The PAs are all local. They'll totally go to your show.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Are you gonna go get sound system? The sound system is coming. That sounds weird, but
Okay, we should move down because there's two of them.
yeah.
We're gonna shift.
How's it sound, everybody?
No clue.
No clue.
I'm asking the people.
Oh, that's
Alex is not paying attention, so hopefully it sounds good. Thanks for watching, Claire, Eric, and Saw. I love you guys.
Saw. We know Saw.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every party person in Reno knows Saw.
Yeah, if you go to a bass show, I'm gonna Saw.
Yeah. It's my German sister.
Cute.
Like,
Yeah,
eating
she
the lines
said that that's
together.
actually how she found my weaving, is listening to this podcast too. So.
Love that. Welcome, sound system.
Thank you.
Hello.
I don't even understand anything about this. You just made a sound system.
Okay. Wait. Let's intro
All right,
it
okay,
before
okay.
we start freaking out about how speakers work.
I'm a
All right.
nerd. Okay, go.
So,
Look at Alicia. She's like, I'm a professional.
She's very professional. She's done this a
introduce
time or
yourselves,
two.
please.
I'm Reagan.
And I'm Ian, and we run the Magnus sound system, and it's like a project I started about I guess like a little over a year ago now, and it was just kind of born from, we moved out here to Reno about 3 years ago now, and we've been super involved in like this one sort of dubstep scene of bass music for the last like 10 years probably. And didn't feel like there was enough shows that we really enjoyed coming through Reno. And I reached out to people about like bookings and didn't get like clear answers back and stuff like that. And then I just was kind of like, well, maybe if I just build a sound system, then we could throw our own parties.
They
And
build it and they will come.
yeah, exactly, that sort of thing.
I love it.
And so,
Love it. It really works.
yeah, it really
It did
does.
work.
It
It
really
truly
does.
works.
And so
Scary.
it kind of very scary for sure. And so it kind of started as like exploring sound systems to buy and what I should be looking for our needs for that. And then a couple of people pointed me in the direction of like, well, why don't you just like build one of these? And I had a lot of different excuses that popped up for reasons not to do that for a while. And then it kind of finally like caught my eye. I found some plans and a bunch of people to help out with the things I didn't know about it because I'm super new to it. And and then I just started buying parts, and then we got a contract at Potentialist to do like every second Friday there. And it was basically after we got that, we were like, okay, shit, we have sorry, I don't know, can I swear?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
right. You're right.
And I forgot to ask. But, so then we were kind of like, oh shit, we have a deadline, and so now we have to build this next month.
Perfect.
You know?
The
And so-
deadline is key. Is
yeah.
pivotal. I
'Cause
think.
It was.
Like a
Completion
motivator.
of projects.
But also just, riddles you with anxiety.
Yeah, it does. It's
Totally.
terrible. It's a horrible.
Any good project
necessary
should have
evil.
plenty of anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
If you're not worried about it, then you're just not
Are
going
you
to
really
enough.
trying hard
Totally,
if you're not
totally.
terrified?
If you're not terrified, absolutely. So yeah, that kind of started that way, and the real core of it started with just like a Facebook group I'm a part of that is called it's kind of a mouthful here, but it's called the High Order Quarter Wave Society, and it's basically like a Facebook page that's built on like sharing speaker plans for a specific type of sound speaker called a Paraflex speaker, and it's just like in the design of it that makes it like fits that criteria for it. And that was just like a really great community that of a bunch of like supportive people who instead of like throwing a bunch of jargon at me every time I asked a question, they would like actually break it down for somebody who doesn't know anything like me. and so now I've like built knowledge that way, and then like kind of built it hands-on, building the subwoofers for the sound system, and and then just like it's a constant learning process, like learning how to manage it and make it sound just right, and make it work for like whatever situation you're putting it through. So.
Man, you should
supportive fabrication community. We'd love to see it.
You should do like an intensive here at the generator.
An intensive?
And teach people how to make their
you did a weekend long speaker building
I mean,
intensive.
I'd be interested in it for sure, but it's like it's one of those things that's like it's like I feel so new to it, so who am I to start teaching with it? But if it's just like abundantly clear that, you know, like I'm just in the beginning stage of learning and I might be like a step ahead of you, and that's the value I have to share with, but not like a professional.
Sometimes that's the best though.
Totally.
You totally learn so much as you teach it too.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't know the answer to that question. Let me go
It's
look that
okay.
up.
People just often really do just need someone a little bit ahead of them. Who's
absolutely.
willing to just like walk them through it.
Yeah.
And
Because
give them a
sometimes if
space
someone's
in which to
too
do that.
like far along in the process, like kind of what Ian was saying, where it's hard to ask certain people questions because then they're just throwing all this jargon at you, and they're like kind of expect you to know a little bit more, but
So you forget what the reality of being
exactly.
a beginner is.
You need to always assume that everyone that you're teaching knows like absolutely nothing.
Totally.
And like even if you're just right ahead of that, that's still more than
If you've actually built the thing, you are way ahead of someone who hasn't even tried.
And you've been running it. How many shows have you guys run now?
We just finished our 8th installment. That's like our personalized gigs that we do.
You're professional. 8
Yeah.
is a lot.
Yeah, totally.
2 is like a newbie. 4 is like intermediate.
Yeah.
8 is you're good. You're
For
good.
sure.
Any big like problems that like things that went wrong or.
I mean, it's like every time something goes like little goes wrong every night, or it's like something I forgot to bring, or something
That's
that we've
literally us with this show.
Yeah, you know, like anybody who runs gigs, I feel like can kind of agree with that and appreciate it to a degree where it's like, I mean, sure you can do like so much planning for whatever's going to happen, but you never really know until the moment it's happening. And gigs are constantly like you're mixing so many different stuff into like the culmination of, you know, 6 hours of music in a night. Like there's so many hours of work in the background that like goes into creating that and like networking to create the team around it. So you never really know what's gonna like go wrong until the second it happens. So there's been plenty of like little sound issues that popped up, but those aren't too exciting, you know. But one of our, I think what you're talking about at the Potentialist is like one of the issues we've been having there lately is that we've actually been like shaking dust out of the ceiling, and it's been like damaging people's stuff in the basement. And,
it's rattling paint off the walls.
Yeah, and, like
that's really
just little things like that. So that's like a constant issue you'd pop up with any like kind of I don't know, powerful low frequency bass sound system. You just need to like set the place right up for it.
Yeah.
Or set it up correctly.
It's hard to like bring a sound system like that into a place that's already established because like things will just fall off the wall and like it gets a little dirty in there.
Totally.
But like you can't really help it.
Yeah, they
it's
really
the nature of the sound, you know.
Yeah.
So is it all dubstep?
Mostly. So basically, like, I don't know, just to kind of do a little background on like sound systems in general, and like a sound system, you can kind of think of it like a musical instrument, you know. A lot of people have this idea of like what's the best sound system, what's like the perfect sound system that money can buy, and like it doesn't truly exist because it's like each one is gonna have exactly. Each one is gonna have different things that like come out of it nicely, and like there's like you can't play certain music through some instruments, and you're like kind of like that with sound systems, especially when they get specialized. So ours was definitely built for dubstep because it's like we built just the subwoofers of it, which is like the largest component by far, and then we have 2 tops, and those are just speakers that play like the mid-range frequencies all the way up until like the high-range frequencies, and those ones we purchased. And then the subwoofers kind of focus on this band from like 35 to 100 hertz for like the frequency that they play through them. And that's kind of where we've put the most focus in the sound system. And that's like where it performed best. And so that type of music caters well to it and will sound really nice through it. And just stuff with like big rumbling bass lines that are just sort of consistent throughout a song. And one of like sort of like a shortcoming you could say with this sound system would be like for really like fast, punchy, clean like middle frequency beats. So there's some type of music that'll like have like a ton of percussion and different things in the
Like
mid frequencies.
Like drum and bass.
Yeah, like also works. Our sound system does like also work for a lot of drum and bass, I will say.
Cool.
But it's like depending on the style of it, it might not sound like as good through this sound system as like, you know, like a pair of function ones or something like that, you know, or like something that caters more to that frequency band. So we kind of specialize in showcasing dubstep with it just because that's like, you know, my passion of music, and I've like that's kind of where my like community lies, and like I have a lot of friends in like around the country and internationally that'll come and play gigs for it. And so it's with that, and the sound systems just sort of specialized towards it. Like not to say that it can't play other things, or it's not like, or it won't play things well, you know. I'm just sort of like persnickety with it.
Yeah.
So it's like anytime I really want to. Yeah, totally. So like a lot of people might not be able to notice whatsoever, you know.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me as somebody who's like kind of pushing the quality of my product and my service, and it's hard for me to like, I don't know, say something that's not true in my mind. You know.
Well, yeah,
So.
and you're up, and this is a level of like a connoisseurship in the area that
totally.
like, it becomes relevant regardless of whether or not everyone can tell, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
But-
are you running the mixer? Like you're doing all the audio engineering and stuff?
Yeah, so that's another component of this, and it's like we've been doing our gigs lately that are like we run every single part of the show for it. Like I'm sure you guys have been through Potentialist sometime before, but it's like when you book a space there, you just book the space for the evening. You know, they don't have security, they don't have a bar set up, they don't have all of these different services that are like usually established in a venue. And so we're doing all those things, and then on top of that I'm trying to like run the sound and keep it sounding nice and run the mixer throughout the whole night. And yes, exactly. So we're trying now that we've like kind of done this year, our year's almost up with this our Potentialist contract. We're like getting towards the end of that, and we're trying to kind of transition more into like providing sound for different people's gigs here and making it like that's kind of our community connection more. And we'll do like kind of one-off showcases of shows that we'll organize every probably 3 or 4 months or so.
At Potentialist or other places?
Other places too. I'm trying to. We've got a couple of gigs coming up. One in the Dead Ringer for this month.
It seems like you would be.
Nice.
Playing
We're
places
trying
like
to
Dead Ringer.
collaborate with them more and more as time goes on.
Yeah. And so we're trying to find. Basically, what I was getting to with that, we're trying to find more venues that are like open to us bringing our sound system in instead of like using their house rig, and then just whether that be like, you know, a dive bar somewhere that's open to it, or whether it be like some place like the Dead Ringer that has an established sound system, but we'd like to kind of revamp it for the evening. That's what we're trying to get into a little more, so I can focus more on just the sound aspect of it and just kind of have my blinders up for the evening. Like,
do you have to?
is-
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Do you have to change? You probably have to change a lot of things depending on the acoustics of the venue too, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably kind of tough. But I guess you just
Exactly.
set it and then it kind of works for the whole night.
Yeah, like you do, you know, there's a few ways to do it where there's like, you can go in and like manually adjust things throughout the evening, and that's something that you should be doing regardless, just because like, you know, sets change, different DJs change.
Yeah.
And so you need to like make sure it's like updated to the current person that's playing through it at all the time. And then for our initial setup too, we'll do like a series of like test signals and adjustments through that, and that's like Basically, you'll like run a signal through the sound system, and then like pick it up with a really sensitive microphone in different areas of the room, and it'll sort of like read how that sound is. It knows how it's supposed to sound because it's sending it through the computer, and then it's like picking up what it actually sounds like, and kind of drawing comparisons between like the sound system in the room. And so you can't adjust anything in the room really, but you can adjust the sound system to make it sound as good as possible. So like there's certain frequencies that'll like rattle out in a room and echo sometimes, and you'll just have to like get those under control, different things. And so yeah, the initial setup's definitely a little bit more in depth and kind of creates like a baseline model of what we'll be like running with for the evening, but then just we'll make little tweaks and updates as it goes through the night for sure. So.
Nice. I feel like you just made me understand audio engineering. I'm like, that's what they do.
And
cool.
it's like a lot of it's like really complex, like I don't know, mathematics and things like that. And like getting into that whole side of it is like a whole nother can of worms. Where like it's one thing, like it's easy enough for me to just say like this is what it is and I can conceptualize it easily, but getting down to like the nitty gritty of it is where it gets difficult, you know, and where I'm still learning a lot of stuff as far as, all right, like, well, this sounds like shit right over there when I play this sound, so then what am I gonna do to fix that, you know? So all the little specifics of those, and that's like something I'm just constantly learning with time, and that's one thing I'll really appreciate getting into other spaces as well, because it's like, you know, we've been doing potentialist for a long time, and there's things that pop up, but it's like, it's usually like, all right, well, we're doing this kind of a similar way, so we can kind of start how we did last time, and oh, look at that, sounds great, let's go.
Yeah.
So you don't get as much of like the, okay, like we literally cannot continue because this sounds terrible right now, and we don't need to figure out why.
I need one
So,
more of that.
Yeah, I want more of it.
I just wanna-
There's not enough problems.
Yeah.
We'll check back
Get
in
to that
6
point.
months
Yeah.
if we're doing this
We'll have
other
plenty more
venues.
problems.
I really want to talk so much shit about different venues in town that I feel like really could use your help.
Yeah,
Well,
totally.
the
And
thing
you
is,
know,
it's some great venues in town have
Yeah.
some awful sound, and
Yeah.
like
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
you know it has nothing to do with that venue.
it's a huge expense,
just,
you know, and
yeah.
it's like a difficult thing. I mean, I've been focusing like my last year of pastime on it, and I still haven't like gotten it quite figured out, you know. So obviously, like from a venue's perspective, you know, it's like whenever you're, I mean, sure, me here will say like that should be the number one priority if you're starting a music venue. But I can totally understand the frustration and like the reason why people might like default to something like more simple or something that is just available to them at a budget cost right away, you know. So, but yeah, we feel the same way for sure. But it's something I like to try and approach with like, instead of talking shit, we'll just offer services. Like, hey, I'd love to bring this in, see how it sounds sometime, and then just kind of like let the music do the talking. If they're interested, we can like set up a more like rental type thing with it. And kind of go from there, because right now we're just trying to like get our toes in different water with it, so we're down to like, and we're always down to like, I don't know, collaborate with promoters and figure out like the right sort of budget plan for if they are interested in renting sound for a night. And like we're happy to like work with them and figure out like what works, because ideally I'm just trying to like provide good sound for shows that are happening in Reno. And like that's the ultimate goal, you know. And so if there's like a few times where I gotta kind of like cut my rates back to cater for somebody's budget, I'm totally open for it.
Cool.
And,
so everyone should hit you up for sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Good sound in Reno,
everybody
but
should.
bassy, right?
Yeah,
like
for
that's
sure.
the thing. Like we need to rent sound for the flea market, but that's going to be literally 29 live bands or whatever.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's a different thing. Like I'd love to get a little bit more into the live band aspect, because it's like a whole nother can of worms as far as like audio management goes, but definitely not what this one's geared for at this moment, you know. And if it turns into something where like that's the kind of bookings we're able to get more, and and then I can kind of like alter the sound system in that way, that's like, you know, a possibility.
Hell,
But
we'll build another one.
I know, we should really talk, because
Totally.
we're really debating buying a system, what system to buy. We've been talking about it for a long time, and it's one of those things that I just don't know. I'm like, I just
Totally.
want it to sound good and not be too expensive.
Yeah.
And I need it like
It's
in a
difficult.
week. So
Yeah.
how it's bad. Like I
It's
don't
tough.
I just want someone to tell me what to do, please.
Yeah, totally. You want somebody to tell you what to do, and then you want to find it for like 70% less than is what it's for, because sound systems are like insanely expensive.
Yeah,
and like
they get out of control.
It's like, you know, there's like a low budget margin on it, but the quality is like it's so noticeable, the difference, you know. And after you get spoiled with a good sound system for a little while, it's hard to kind of like settle for less.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's been one of our issues lately too. Is just like we need to probably go out to more shows and support more people, but it's like I don't want to hear that sound system.
Nice.
So
Double-edged
sword. What happens-
It's a double-edged sword. for
Wait,
sure.
you guys don't go to Burning Man, right? Do you go to Burning Man?
No, we
Actually,
haven't been
Renegade
yet.
Burn.
Yeah,
Nice.
And I go to
Renegade.
Jupla.
Okay.
But we haven't been to real.
Because I was gonna be like, what happens to you when you go to Burning Man? Because there's plenty of terrible sound systems out there.
Oh
have to
yeah,
be
well
the
that place
It's
is
true,
different,
it's true.
You know,
Yeah,
You're
if
gonna
I-
get ruined.
Yeah, if I brought my sound
There's
system
also
out
really
there,
good
it'd be
ones.
There are.
Yeah,
There's
there's
also some of the
definitely.
best.
Dude, Robot Heart had a good one
there's
with the
insanely
Renegade.
good ones, for
Their
sure.
sound was actually
You
really
can't even get away from it.
Yeah.
Away from
yeah.
Just haunts you around. You're like, I'm trying to sleep.
Trying to sleep.
We're gonna listen to this remix again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was camped next to Womp Wagon, which
Nice.
was great. Oh my god, it was.
They used to have their warehouse right next to our house on Dickerson.
Nice.
They
Oh,
sold
yeah,
it,
they did.
and now it's like a sports warehouse, which I was
I
honestly.
think it's a front. It's really weird. Like,
It is really weird,
it's like,
but
doesn't make any sense.
I was
It's
bummed
like
about that because I was like,
kids sports
we
rental.
throwing a little sound system party in there before
Yeah.
they moved out, but they were just there one day and then they were gone.
Yeah.
It was really sad.
It'd be like that
But
sometimes.
for the audience, we are always looking for warehouses /
Oh
bars
yeah, that's one
/
thing we're always
really
looking for.
weird venues that like normally you wouldn't think of like putting a sound system in there, but like if it works,
Yeah.
I
Have
mean,
this
we
whole
were
set.
just joking about that as we walked up. We're like, bring the system in this place.
No, we should throw a major party.
Yeah, totally done.
Girl.
This place is huge for sure.
Yeah, I was
but
I'm
not
we-
expecting
we'd
it to
have
be
a-
like an
we'd
old.
have
Is
some
this
fun
like an
there
old
for
grocery
sure.
store?
This
Lowe's.
was a Lowe's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It seems about that.
We're very afraid about how sound's gonna be in here when
Yeah.
we start having bands play in like a month. So,
Yeah.
Totally. I'm excited for that though.
but anybody with a warehouse that wants to throw a party can hit you up.
Yes.
Yeah,
Or if you
most
just know of
definitely.
a warehouse that
Yeah,
has ownership that's
Questionable.
That's
Yeah.
unlocked and no one's
Yeah.
around.
Or like owners that like, I don't know, want a little money for the night.
Yeah, they're not
we,
doing anything
we
with
clean up
it.
good.
Yeah, even someone's property, they want to make an extra whatever amount of money.
Yeah,
you know, let's
totally.
throw a party
Oh,
at their
man.
place. Like,
Yeah, because that's like the dream with
Those
this,
are
you
the
know.
best parties.
And yeah, they're the best parties when you can just like
Yeah.
really build it up yourself and I don't know, create like a unique one night experience for people and like bring them together and like I don't know, still make it like a super safe and like welcoming environment, but just in one that looks like grungy as shit and
Yes.
is like is
Dude,
just
we were-
fitting for the aesthetic of the sound we're doing.
We were just throwing the best parties like that back in Philly, and I'm just thinking about that.
Yeah,
Last year
totally.
back in
We used to
Texas.
do those in
Yeah.
Austin all the time.
We
and
did
it was
one.
like
Oh my gosh, we did the one that one time that like PEX. Was it Halloween PEX?
We did a
Where it
lot
was
of crazy
yeah,
things.
but like there was the one with the playing cards. Anyway,
It was
but
about
it
One
was
with the
in this
playing
warehouse.
cards.
Well, we painted these big playing
It's
Oh,
a it was
nice.
a Valentine's Day party and
Valentine's Day.
it was in this creepy as fuck
There was this
gigantic
crazy
3-floor
huge
warehouse.
love that.
And it was full of like
That's it.
really weird old trash. Like it was
It
very
was
very
strange.
strange.
But the cool thing about it was that the address for the party was like somewhere 10 blocks away,
yeah.
and then like we just brought everybody in on
Shady.
school buses.
Illegal
Just
shady
in the
business.
loading dock,
That's
shut
it.
the door, let people out.
That's
And
the
Yeah,
one.
they
That's
didn't even know where they were.
absolutely
Proper
Yes,
lock-in.
yes.
Yeah.
And we had like
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
it was how
Did
many
it actually get rated at like 6 a.m.?
Yeah,
And
well,
we're all-
that's
and
just a
it's-
part of it. You know?
I still have a really grainy video of me doing an ice luge
Nice.
shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
See,
Well,
that's
we
what
digress
I'm
here.
Man,
seeing
this
here.
place got an ice luge.
I have
It's like, that's
some-
usually like a
How
high
many
dollar
warehouses do
addition.
we have?
How many people do you think were at the party? Like
2,000, 3,000?
Oh, damn.
Oh,
I think maybe up to 5.
Impressive.
That's
a
a
lot.
that party
it's-
definitely got busted.
The Philadelphia
We made it to like 6
experiment.
a.m. and it was a blast.
Yeah, the
Nice,
Philadelphia
nice.
experiment like throws gigantic illegal warehouse parties, or at least did in 2010. You know, so and now the guy who runs it, shout out Lee Mages, he lives in Costa Rica. He has a beautiful compound in Costa Rica, and he's living his best life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's an Airbnb if you guys want to look it up.
It's an Airbnb.
I said I'm gonna go. I'm definitely going down there at some point. We're going.
Totally.
I mean,
Lee
why not?
Mages.
He sounds like a good guy.
Yeah, he's great.
It was a good
Sounds
time.
like a great guy.
There's like he's like got a shipping container like yoga studio. It's what you think a DJ from Philadelphia would do when they move to Costa Rica.
It fits the bill.
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
Okay. Well, so when's your next party?
Let's
just
see.
had
We
one.
just
Yeah,
finished
you guys
our
just
last
had
like Magnus one, but this is like our first month that I'm super stoked to say that we've got a couple like bookings outside of our thing. So
Sweet.
Nice.
it's literally been like the goal this whole time, but it's taken a little while to get some. So next one is Thursday the 24th. We'll be bringing the sound system into the Dead Ringer for
Oh, like next week.
Yeah, next week, next
Dang.
Thursday. And that'll be for the Biggest Little Collective. They're doing a takeover there. And
Cool.
they
Damn it, we're gonna be in SF. Literally
Dang.
every time you guys do a thing, we're not here.
Well,
We're
we're
another
getting
one
more,
too
and
on
they're
the
getting to be
26th.
more like irregular too, so you'll probably be able to
Cool.
catch one now because we
Good.
have been doing second Fridays up until now, but I think next month or May I think is our last one on our contract, and yeah, I think so. We'll try and shift it around a little more. And then one after that, we've got Saturday, March 26th is going to be at Savage Mystic.
Whoa,
And-
like back-to-back shows.
yeah, totally. Somebody was trying to book us for free for that Saturday in between too, and I was like, no, can't do it. Can't do 3 shows in a row. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot.
maybe if you pay full price, we'll be down. But
Yeah.
not this weekend.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that one is going to be for an Android Jones like art
I saw
showcase
Oh, the
thing.
fundraiser thing.
Yeah,
Or,
and so
the
we're
sound auction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
silent
exactly.
auction. So we're just doing like a little party for that for like I don't know, like 8 to midnight. Kind of feel it out, see how it goes.
Cool.
And so yeah, we'll be bringing the sound system in 2 new locations as of next week. So super stoked for
2
that.
opportunities next week, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then after that, we do have one the second Friday of April, which I actually don't know the
It's-
day
I think it's
of.
at 8.
But yeah, the second Friday of April, that
Yeah.
potentially will be our last show at the Potentialist Workshop.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna do another like couple one-off shows there, but as far as like a monthly
Every
installment of
monthly,
it, next month will probably be our last. And then yeah, and we might do something really special next month, honestly, because we've been like tossing around ideas of like how we can, you know, do like a thank you show for everyone, because we actually got like crazy awesome support the last year, especially
yeah, it's been
like
incredible.
we didn't
Like,
even know that many people in this scene like
Yeah.
moving here, but like I have like a huge collection of people now that I love and adore and we work with every month, and it's just really become like
Yeah.
a fruitful thing for us. So
awesome.
we were
Yeah, so-
thinking of maybe doing something special and just different next month, and
Yeah,
you
might
know,
do
whether
it
it's
like
a potluck or whatever,
a
whatever.
little barbecue with the sound system type of thing. Have
Yeah.
some food and bevies,
Yeah.
and or might just do a typical show. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So not quite sure.
I feel like Reno really is the perfect place if you're like a very go-getter person that's
Mhm.
passionate, you know?
Yeah.
Totally.
Like people really respond to that here. You
Yeah.
know, they're like, "Oh, you're doing cool shit. I'm doing cool shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know who you are, but now we're family." Like that's the
Exactly.
vibe here.
It-
So
Yeah.
good.
Exactly. It's
Reno.
right
Love
Reno.
you.
Shout out Reno.
there. Feeling good in Reno.
Feeling good in Reno.
You gonna ask the last question that we always ask?
Oh yeah. You know, we forgot to ask Sarah that question.
know.
We just realized.
I've already been thinking about how
I
we
have to
get
ask her
together.
next time. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, we always ask people if you were going to give advice to someone who is doing something similar to what you're doing, like
An emerging
maybe
sound
like
person.
somebody that also is like maybe having the same issue and is thinking about getting into building a sound system.
Totally.
Sounds like Facebook groups. There's
Yeah.
that group you mentioned, or there are groups
Uh-huh.
aligned.
I guess if I've got to just give like one tip, it would probably just be to like keep asking questions, because it's like, you know, I started this idea a long time ago, and half the reason why I didn't kind of follow through with it at any time previously was because like I felt like I was probably asking the wrong questions, but still I'd ask questions and I like would get like, I don't know, short answers or ones that were like dismissive. And so, I don't know, just keep on asking questions, and eventually you'll find like the right person to kind of explain things for you. And then also, like, I don't know, just keep asking different questions with it too. And you'll eventually like find the people that are there to like help and support you, because there's so many people out there for it. You know, and if you know, and if anybody is looking for like specifically that, for me, like, I have the cheat codes now. So like, I'm so happy to like share any of the information I got and like the people that helped me on this journey, because there's like 5 people that are just from like, some people I've like know really well and some people I've never met once before in my life, but there's like probably 5 people across the internet who have literally made this happen for me. Through me like hounding them every day with questions on Facebook Messenger.
Nice.
You know, and like them unfortunately responding to a couple of them and then feeling like they were on a hook. And, but anyways, that's like totally how I got like where I am now with it, and it's just been from asking questions and just like being a sponge for knowledge, and then just kind of like figuring out your needs and going with that and kind of making a decision and stick to it. So lots of different things.
That's good advice for a lot of projects.
Yeah, just ask a lot of questions.
Totally.
Yeah. I would say wait until the wood prices are cheaper and potentially use a CNC machine. Those would be my 2 tips.
Yeah. Hold on a can of worms.
It is. But
those are not.
It's great to have. If you've got access to a CNC machine, do not get that handsaw.
Yeah.
And programmers.
Hopefully
that's
you
something
should
that you
be able
forget
to
a lot
find
of
one
times. The
for that.
CNC programmers.
Yes.
That's a whole other thing that's so difficult. So
Yes.
It's very difficult.
absolutely
Well,
nothing.
soon we're going to have ours up and running, and we're going to start
CNC
creating
plasma, CNC router.
training
There we go.
modules for people. So
That sounds awesome. Well, I will wait to build my next set
Yes,
until
you
after
should.
this.
Yeah.
We'll do like inlays. It'll be
The inlays are where it's at for
Yeah.
sure. It's like I did everything lined up with a pencil line. It's just like such a headache. Such a
Okay.
headache.
So if people want advice, they can hit you up. If
Yeah.
people are musicians and they want to play on your system and play at your shows and they're bassy,
Yeah, I mean
Absolutely.
that one's I'm gonna give that one with a grain of salt, because it's like our showcases that we do, we're definitely doing them more few and far between. So it's like, please, no hard feelings if your music
Can't
doesn't
get
like
those
fit
soon.
our
Okay.
showcase for it. But if you're looking for bookings, like to hire the sound system for your event you're putting on, whole different story there.
Yeah.
Down to play anything through it that way, but whenever it's like Magnus Sound System is showcasing this,
you're
we'll
looking
treat
for
it all
very
differently.
specific.
And that's like when we're the promoters for the
yeah,
situation.
okay.
But we're trying to break out of that.
Totally.
And so, but yeah, if anybody wants to reach out about booking for the sound system, just keep in mind, first questions I'll ask are going to be like location, timeline, type of music, and budget. So so
seems
it's nice
fair.
to just like kind of think about all those things, figure out what works for your budget, and then get after me with that.
And
Cause
then tell them your Instagram and
oh yeah,
email.
and then the Instagram is gonna be at Magnus Sound System with underscores in between all the letters, and that's really like the best way to reach out for it. We're still setting up like an official email for it, but through Instagram you'll be able to find that, and then we're at Magnus Sound System on Facebook as well, and so
So
either
reach out through socials.
reach out
Yes.
through socials basically, and
if you
we
have
can kinda
a-
go from there. We're pretty responsive on them.
If you have a warehouse or a barn
Yes.
and you want to throw an underground party and invite all of
Yes.
us,
Yeah.
Please.
hit them up,
Please
please.
do that, and that's the dream for sure. So
Could you put it on a boat?
a boat, yeah.
We're trying to-
It's gotta-
depends on the
we
boat.
we can do boat parties, but it's gotta be a pretty freaking large,
Huge
incredibly
boat,
seaworthy
huge
boat.
I was really trying to have a very gay boat
Yeah.
summer.
Okay.
Honestly,
Yeah.
It's already past 8.
I
Alright, we
want
gotta
that.
go. Okay.
I was like, all right, we gotta go boat party, boat party, boat
So
party.
I'm just
Boat
thinking,
party.
we're just gonna get into a whole boat party conversation.
I'm not. I'm just teasing it out. Boat party summer. I'm trying to
Just keeping it on the front of our consciousnesses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Just gotta manifest it.
I'm manifesting it so hard every day. It's insane. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a lot of mesh. Okay.
Gay mesh.
Thank
That's
you
it.
guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you guys for
We're
having
really
us.
hoping to make it out to one of these parties.
One
Yeah.
day. It's
Eventually.
Well, it's
gonna
looking like they're getting to be more times too.
Yeah.
So,
It's awesome. They're
so
gonna
different
options.
times of months.
different
too.
times a month.
It doesn't.
Oh yeah, and then
really
our
matter.
big one that we have planned that just got booked is going to be July 9th.
At the
keep,
Potentialist
at the
Workshop.
Potentialist. So keep an
Okay.
eye out for that one. We've
July
got like a
9th.
really exciting international booking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exciting,
Very
congratulations.
stoked. Very stoked.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So just
Cool.
shimmy on out.
Well, thank you guys so
there's
much.
no nice way to do it.
There's no nice way to do
Not
it.
yet. Maybe eventually.
Eventually, yeah. We'll have like someone that
Okay,
comes
should we
in
move
and is like,
over?
"Here's chocolate as you leave" or something. I'm going to. I gotta get all my stuff, guys. And I have 7 things I want to talk about on Instagram.
7.
On
Oh yes,
Instagram.
Instagram roundup. Yes.
But I can't see the monitor, but maybe Alex will make it. Hey guys, thanks for staying with us. I just want to talk about a couple things really fast, and then we'll do Instagram, and then we'll leave. You know, you're here, you're hanging out. I'm making these bandanas for Ukraine, for the people of Ukraine. So far, I've been sending it to the humanitarian fund, the UN humanitarian fund, to give it to crisis relief. You know, and I also met a Ukrainian man at Whisper, I give you abundance, who's like sending his stuff directly to his family in Ukraine. And so I'm going to start sending some of the proceeds to him as well. He actually evacuated his friend to Lithuania, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so these are just things that I've started printing, and you can buy them by DMing me, nice Alex, at the dotted line, or hit us up just on the Signal Boost or the generator or anything. And they're all hand dyed and hand cut, and it's like my new thing that I'm doing. So just trying to make a difference, you know, through art. And then the other thing I want to talk about is tomorrow. Look at the Hive zine.
Looks amazing.
This is the sneak peek of the zine. It's the release party for our first zine of 2022, and that's going to be at Hub Coffee Roasters on Pine Street by Sizzle Pie from 6 to 8, and it's free. Everyone should come, and we'll be making, here's Noah's art. We'll be making zine pages for the flea market zine too, and just like celebrating all the artists who came and made the zine.
Love it.
So come by. Ta-da.
All right.
All right, Instagram roundup.
Instagram roundup.
Are we ready, Alex? Yes. Okay, cool. Spoken word happening at the Art Museum on April 2nd. It looks super cool. I don't know this dude at all,
Jordan
but
Johnson.
is he the same person that you saw?
No.
Different guy. But he looks dope. Has a PhD, and he's a slam champion.
It's cool.
Yeah. Sage House Soap Works.
Egg hunt.
Super cute. If you want to pre-order some eggs,
Some
or
bath bomb
eggs to
That's
put
such a
in.
cute idea. Then you could have like a really cute egg hunt for adults.
Yes, and they're local. They're in Sparks.
Because adults love bath bombs. Because we're all depressed and need to take a lot of baths.
My kids love bath bombs too. They think
Kids
it's
like
super
them
fun.
too.
And you support local. Yeah, do you like it, Alex? You like bath
I've never
bombs?
had a bomb.
What?
Bath.
We're gonna change that. This weekend at my birthday party, there's a nice bathtub.
Wow.
I'm just saying you can have a nice bath. Jesus, guys. Come on.
I mean, I was planning to take a bath at your birthday party, so
Did you see that bathtub?
I'm already on that tip.
Well,
I was already gonna bring bath bombs.
Did you ask me to use my master bathroom
Like,
for
I'm
my
gonna
birthday
ask.
party?
You're just gonna come in and I'm gonna be in there. Happy birthday!
Not a surprise. Is this okay? Anyway, so there's gonna be a new tattoo parlor opening up, Midtown Tattoo, and what is really cute is that a local artist.
This looks really cute.
Yeah, a local artist made this flash sheet. Look, there's a cowgirl. Look at it.
Super cute.
Can you click through, Alex, to the other photos? So to figure out what flash you keep going.
There it is.
You roll a d20.
No, I
How
love that.
cute is that?
Very cute.
I don't know when it's opening in April 1st, I think. So that's cool. I love that. I love the like little
We love it.
ways you get your flash.
Let's do it.
Okay. A new flower truck. Emmy's
Cute.
flower truck. Yeah, driving around delivering flowers. Woman-owned business.
We
and-
saw them at Pride.
Oh, you did? I wasn't
Mhm.
here.
No, I know, but they were like right next to us. They have a really cute bus.
Love it. I'm trying to get them to come out to the fleet.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'd be super cute.
But Yelp's doing a special giveaway promotion with them, so go and follow either Yelp Reno or Emmy's flower truck and find out more about it. Support local.
Yeah.
New community yoga class happening in Carson City, donation-based, trauma-informed yoga. I love Urban Lotus Project and the stuff that they do. They're amazing. So if you're in Carson City and that sounds like something that would be healing for you, you should go. Let us know how it was. Eddie House, they're just sending out a reminder about their emergency drop-in center for houseless youth. And they have a bunch of beds that are open, and you can just go there if you need a place to stay. So don't forget that that's a resource.
You or someone in your life. You
Yes.
benefit from that.
Yes. This is really cool. They're doing a class to help you learn how to do community interpreting, which I thought was pretty rad. You should do it.
Sure.
Yeah, and it just like teaches you how to be a better interpreter, Spanish to English. So if that was something you were thinking about for a while, it's being offered. You should check it out. Kickball for a Cause is happening, and they're doing their sign-ups. It like benefits local kids with disabilities, and you sign up as a team, and then you raise the money by playing kickball. It's pretty cool. Donald Abbott.
It's a good excuse to play kickball.
Yeah, and get all your friends together.
Frustration out.
And honestly, I should sign up the generator for a kickball team, and we should do it. Yeah, and it's in Sparks at Shadow Mountain Park, and it's just benefiting local kids. So if you want to be on the generator team, or maybe like your place of work wants to make a team, or your friends or whatever, do it. I think that. Oh, I just like these new Reno stickers.
Cute.
Yes. I don't even remember who the artist is. I can't see it from here.
Sunshine Sagebrush.
Sunshine Sagebrush.
Sunshine and Sagebrush, which is an adorable
Yeah, I love it.
name as well.
Reno. Okay. That's it. We already did it.
That was it.
That's the roundup. And I was just going to say, as always, if you want to be on the show, or if you even want just something in the roundup, or just something for us to mention, you're doing anything at all in Northern Nevada, hit us up. We're here for you. This is just a platform for everybody, so don't forget that, okay?
All right. Yeah, thanks.
Thanks.
Happy
See you next
Wednesday. Have a
week.
great night.